Mic on.
The sound works a lot better when I'm explaining things when I turn on my microphone. Um, so, yeah. Alright, so I totally know what I'm doing. Oops.
I'll give it my all.
Alright, so, like I said, we're going to take this, or like I said, but no one heard. I'm going to take this a little bit more strategically, because these people are much higher level than I am. Like, Ash is only 5, these are now 6.
So far left to go.
These people are averaging around 10, their commander's a 12.
What should I do?
And I'm just not a huge fan of that. I'm going to have to use a Gambit. It's only got a 55% chance of hitting, but it does get a boost from Ash. Ooh, and completely missed. I was hoping for something a little bit better than that, but, well, we take what we got, right? Alright, we'll do this. Maybe he will do a little better in this regard. Yeah, that's got a 100% chance of hitting. And it's gonna help all of them. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now, the Gambit that I just used on Dimitri is, it'll prevent that opponent from physically moving next turn. Not as though he needs to. I'm surrounded, but
Oh no.
I could actually probably take him out right now if I do this correctly. Yeah. Go, Bernie! Sweet.
I guess hard work done.
She's the one I stole from another house. This is my 6th route through the game. I know y'all couldn't hear that the first time I said it. This is my 6th route through the game. I've done this a few times. I've got some of the big bad ranks. It's a very fun game. He is going to take a whooping no matter what I do here, unless I do that. That helps a little. Not as much as I would have liked, but we'll take it. What are you right now? You're a sword user. I guess I'm going to have you come this way. You come that way. You back him up. Those two are very solid units. They can kind of fight on their own without too much of my intervention. So I could have her either attack and defeat him. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. Sylvain can live another turn without any further intervention.
I feel more power.
And Mercedes is kind of difficult to level because she is a healer. And a lot of the healers in this, it takes a while to level them. You know what? I'm going to let Annette come this way as well. And that way maybe she can aid in this just a bit. Alright. Yeah. Hee hee! Critical. I do love crit hits. Magic up, speed up, and charisma up. Not bad. Not bad. There are some level ups you can get that are just... Your level ups are based on luck. A lot of luck. And you can actually get level ups that do nothing. You can level up and gain no stats. So, you know, I'm a fan of avoiding that. She wouldn't be able to take him out by herself. Whoever gets the final hit gets most of the experience. That's a training axe. Steel axe will do a little bit better. She's not going to get the final hit, but you know what? She's at least going to get something out of it. And you're an 8, you're a 7. Let's allow you to finish him off. And now you're also an 8. So at 5, 10, 20, and 30, you can respec into a new class that's generally more powerful. There is a little speculation onto just how powerful the big bad mastery classes are. But beyond that little bit, they're normally considerably more powerful. I use the mastery classes because they might not be more powerful, but they tend to provide more utility. And I find that incredibly useful. Oh, her weapon broke. I don't care for that. Alright, so she's going to heal Sylvain. And she actually leveled again. Go her.
I won't let everyone down.
Yay! Really don't like Mercedes, but she has use. Dedue, squish. Good Dedue. Yeah, Dedue is just a tank. It doesn't even matter how you spec him. He is always going to be a tank. He will just always rock everything. Alright, cool. Was hoping Ash would level from that, but take what we got. If I throw Sylvain there, he can whack that dude. Then maybe Bernie can finish him off. The house leader I tend to worry about a lot less because, frankly, he's going to get the levels. He's going to get the experience. Same with Beleth. Beleth will always get the levels. Beleth will always get the experience because they're your most powerful units in every house. Claude, the one for Golden Deer, is just ridiculously overpowered in his final form. Not only is he a Wyvern Rider, but he's a Wyvern Rider who can still use a bow with a crazy level of accuracy. I do love the amount of crits he gets. Good, he's already up to 9. Now, if you're wondering where my level is compared to where it should be, and going, hey, this map seems like it's, you know, a few levels above where you are, my level is actually fine. It's, it's actually where I should be. It's more so that I'm gonna have Beleth take care of the caster. Ooh, he's gonna live through that. My level's fine where it is. It's just these auxiliary maps are really made for New Game Plus. Oh, her level's way under. I should not have really brought her in here. Well, he's only got a 65% chance of hitting her. Hopefully he doesn't. He did. I can't do anything there. So, she might be taking a dirt nap here quickly. I don't want you attacking, I want you healing. No, heal Sylvain. Heal the dude that's injured. Sadly, at the moment, I only have one healer. More would be nice, but don't have it. Bad bandit. No cookie. Where'd you go, Bernie? Part of what I'm doing on this map is I am obviously trying to, beat the enemies on this map, but moreover, I'm trying to get as much experience out of it as I can. I really would like to get them up levels because I want to be able to defeat the Dark Knight later. And for anyone who has not played this game or is not familiar, the Dark Knight is or Death Knight, is a optional opponent who you don't have to fight. You don't. There's other ways to beat those levels. You can completely ignore him. The game wants you to completely ignore him. But the maps are also faster if you beat him. You get a bunch of experience for beating him, and you tend to get items as well as you get something called a Dark Seal. The Dark Seal I won't be using in this route. Yeah, she fell down. For anyone watching, I am playing in casual, so the world has not ended. If I were playing classic, she would be permadead, and that would make me perma-sad. But I'm playing in casual because, frankly, I don't want that level of... It's not that level of difficulty necessarily, it's that level of, oh, well, someone died, the world is now over, and I have to redo everything. Alright, this caster needs to go down. He's irritating me. Artie Mipper!
We must all do our part.
How are you doing, Artie? Boom! I'm gonna go over here. There we go. That's better. Oh, good. Felix at level 9 as well. Cool. So if I bring them up this way, I can basically flank this enemy, because if you look at it, I can converge this at 3 points. One path coming up this way, one path coming up this way, and then the third path here. I don't think it's really overly necessary here, but it is kind of a chokehold when you see these are only 2 people wide. I'm going to stand behind Dedue, because Dedue's strong. Ashe, not strong.
I have so far left to
Ooh,
go.
he gained a nice amount of stuff there.
Proceed with caution.
Play most games, but in easy mode because I don't play games to break my mind with redoing the same stuff. Yeah, and I get that exactly. Like, the only difference between classic mode and casual mode is in casual mode, when someone dies on the map, they only die until the end of that battle, then you can use them again. In classic mode, they perma-die. And, if you're on the final map, which in this game, final maps are... Ooh, he is gonna do bad things. I don't like that. That helped. Okay. The final maps in some of these are just nasty. I could have her heal someone, but I'm gonna go a little rogue here and have her just take someone right up out my way. That's a 99% accuracy, 94% accuracy, 89%. We're gonna go with the fire. Boom. He's dead. I win. Peace. Could Bernie finish him off? Yup. Bye-bye. Bernadetta, I feel Bernadetta is the best archer in the game. People will argue that point with me, and those people are what I like to call wrong. But, right. Yeah, I don't generally do easy mode. I'll do the normal game difficulty. There's a couple that I've gone beyond that. Devil May Cry series, I tend to go beyond that after the first time. But
It all makes sense now.
me too. The artist formerly known as Retro. Jacob's got it pre-ordered. And I have it pre-ordered. So that should be great. I think we're planning on streaming it together, but also separately. Like, we're going to have multiple save files, so is that sometimes we can do it together and other times we can still play it when the other one's not on. Yeah, Dimitri just doesn't take damage. He mocks damage. I probably could have allowed Felix to use a healing item there. Well, it's fine. So I'm going to have to do come up that way. I'm going to have her healed to do. Because he really is a tank-like unit. Yeah, I've gained a lot of levels on this. This is pretty sweet. I know I'm playing through Alliance Alive quite a bit, so I'm likely going to be streaming that in the future. Maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Alright, so... Ooh, his bow got to a C. Lovely. Alright, so he's a 9. She's an 8. She's only a 7. She's going to get the kill blow on this one. And that is perfectly fair. I know when I'm expecting a game like this game, an example, I did everything in my power to avoid spoilers. They just, they can ruin what's going to be an amazing game, because especially in a game like this, it's like, oh, wait, so-and-so dies in chapter 7? No! Ooh, go Dimitri. Dimitri can just take a lot of damage. The downside is, because of the way they're moving, Felix and Sylvain are going to be useless on the way they're coming through. Like, to the point that it's almost not even worth moving them. If he was an archer, maybe, but... And actually, it'd be smarter to move them back this way as well. Ooh, I kind of wish I didn't do that. Oh well. Too late.
Got too cocky.
First out, can you just take him out? You can. Oh! I made an error. Errors were made. I wasn't expecting the dodge.
I will get stronger still.
Sweet! Man, she's not going to be able to... Ooh, she is. Curved shot. Curved shot for the win. That wasn't the commander, but still. It was at least something, you know? So if I do this, and use the gambit, his gambit's going to hit the one in front, but the effect of it is going to hit both of them. And that's going to be very useful to me. Also, Dimitri just hit level 10, so he's able to go to his next class. No damage. Booyah. Oh, and the enemy commander is dead. And Dimitri's now 11. Well, that wasn't very nice. Alright, so first out, Dimitri, you're just gonna chill where you are. But I do want you to equip a lance that's not broken. You can just wait. Go, Bernadetta! Sweet!
I guess
6,000 gold. Oh my. Now, that sounds like a good amount and all, and the problem is, once you buy your mastery seals, the only thing you'll really be spending gold on is weapons, which are dirt cheap. Alright, so that's another that's level 10. Like, to give you a parallel, the next story mission is level 5. I'm going to do this one that's level 7. Yeah, I should be good. I'll do this one that's level 7. I'm already way overpowered. I'm probably going to ignore the fact that Dimitri even exists for this fight. Because I just don't need him there. He's level 11. Everyone else, I would prefer them all to get to 10 as rapidly as possible. So, units, I'm allowed to have everybody. Cool penguins. Map. Alright. I always blow the map out a little bit. I find it's easier for the tactics. Or tic-tacs, however you'd like to say it. Alright, so... She's 9, she's 9, he's 8. So I'm going to swap him for Dimitri. Beleth is 10. He's 8. She's 9. 8, 9, and 5! And you're going first. Okay. Actually, you know what? We're going to do that. Annette is only 5. I want her to be strong enough to do this a little bit, but I also need to be very cautious because these enemies are level 7. They could easily take her out again and she just wouldn't gain experience. I don't want that. I want her to level up as much as everyone else because she's going to be a Wyvern Rider, which is going to make her very powerful. Alright, so I had Sylvain attack first. Oh, good.
It's all becoming clearer.
Fishy, 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 fishy.
here goes.
Burb. Alright, we'll see you in a few. Annette Smash. Sweet. Level 6, and actually almost to level 7. Like, I could get her completely caught up this fight if I do this right. I'm going to use a curve shot to hit that one. So when he attacks Annette, she's going to counter him. And hopefully in the countering, she takes him out.
Ready.
She's not going to be able to hit that target. So I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to leave you there. Dimitri, you're just not moving. Beleth, you're just not moving.
What should I do?
You're going to come here.
I'll give it my all.
You'll wait there, and you'll wait, I guess, behind Ash. The downside is, like, the beginning of this map is nothing but choke points. Like, that also works in my favor, but it's also a bit annoying. Perfect. So she's now level 7. I mean, it was that easy for her to almost get caught up, you know? How dare you attack Ingrid? Ingrid Smash! Perfect, and I'll just have her do the finishing blow on that one. And that'll probably hit her to level 8. I might have to have Sylvain wander back for a little bit, or get healed in some fashion. But if I'm smart about this, I could do this. He falls down. She hits 10.
Whoa.
Nice. And then she can get all the way to Sylvain and heal him.
You're a big help.
Alright, so you're the one that's weakened. Let's just go ahead and finish you off. Perfect. She didn't actually level from that, but that's okay. It's okay. I knew that was a possibility. Alright, there we go. He's out of my way. How do I want to do this? I'm gonna have Ash take him out. Perfect. Ash is now level 9. Great. That frees up Dedue to kind of step in over here. And I'll actually have Sylvain come back this way. Take that dude out. Sylvain's now level 10. Great. Sylvain's one of the few units I've found in this game who is good in, like, every role. I've yet to find a role that he's just not good at. I've had him in 3 or 4 out of my 6 routes. Probably 4. And he's been a different class in almost all of them. I've had him as a Great Knight, I've had him as a Wyvern Lord, I've had him as a Dark Knight, and I believe I had him as a War Master, and he's been awesome in all of it. Felix is another one. Felix can't really do every role the way that Sylvain can, but the roles that he can do, he just obliterates.
Whoa, thanks.
I will be happy when a certain
This is
green-haired person joins my party and gets me a second healer. You're gonna have 1 point of health left. Really, dude? Is that necessary? That's what I thought. Fall down. Sweet!
feeling
There, and Annette got caught up pretty easily. Dedue's level 8, so I probably want him to finish this guy off. I mean, Ash is 9. Yeah, Dedue's one of the few that's still 8. Cool. Alright, so Dedue's halfway to 10. He's halfway through 9. Alright. So, Dimitri, your presence really isn't needed, but whatevs. Bernadette is done. Ingrid is not done. There, that'll bring someone to Ingrid. Sylvain, I don't want you wandering too far because you're a little wobbly right now. Probably could have let him heal himself there, but oh well, my bad. Sylvain, you can walk forward a little bit and attract someone wanted attention. Ash will follow you. Dimitri, just look scary. It's what you're good at. Like, Dimitri's personality does a complete 180 in this game, and I love it. It's done really well. Now, my first route through this was Golden Deer, and for anyone who hasn't played this game or might be on the fence about it, going, you know, I kind of want it because it looks fun, but I don't want to play 4 routes that are exactly the same, they're not. Each route is unique. Each route tells a very different... They all tell the same basic story with a few large differences. But they each tell it differently. Oh, I didn't realize Sylvain was already done. Oh well, that still enabled Ingrid to hit 10 as well, so that worked. The Golden Deer route tells a lot about Beleth's backstory, which is a big mystery in the game. The Blue Lions route tells more about Dimitri and tells more about Dimitri and Edelgard. Edelgard's route is a little unique. It's It tells a lot about the overall lore of Vodlin. The church route is also quite lore heavy. As far as just like overall information. Did I forget anyone? I don't think I forgot anyone. It's just overall it's done really well. My favorite's Golden Deer. Each house is a class, kinda. And each class they've given a very unique feel to. It's like Golden Deer feels really laid back and super mellow. Those 4 have all hit. Felix has not. Annette could use a bit. Let's let Annette do that, because she's still level 8. There we go. Cool, 9. Golden Deer is really laid back, but still feels like, oh, we're going through kind of trying to learn things and solve mysteries and whatnot. A clue. Whereas that Blue Lions feels a little stricter, like a little bit more regimented, but still friendly, just not nearly as laid back. Black Eagle's Edelgard's route feels much more regimented. No one is laid back. It's very military-esque. And the other variant of Black Eagles is kind of the oh my, what have we done route. That's a 7. You know what? This one's a 10. Most of my people are 10 at this point. This should be fine. It shouldn't be a problem. It is going to get me twice the reward. I like me some gold. Nom nom, tasty gold. I tend to do one day out of the month cycle as the battle day just to make sure I get everyone where they should be. It allows me to get a few things a little early. I mean, I'm almost double the level I'm supposed to be for this next thing. Alright, so... Oh, is this, Oh, this is a unique map. This is one of the new maps, too. Ooh. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, so... Stand there, and I get some goodies. So these tiles here, it heals you a little bit, it raises your defense a little bit, it raises your avoidance considerably. They're very useful, but if you look, this one's surrounded completely by trees. There's no grand way to go through this map. You're basically cutting through the forest. If I had flying units, it wouldn't be an issue. Standing in the forest increases not only my defense, but my avoidance. So it's best to keep everyone in the trees as much as possible. Alright, so let's do this. Mercedes is actually standing on one of these stones as well. And I'm probably going to leave her there for at least a little bit until these first couple waves come through. So I'm going to kind of...
I'll give it my all.
Ash, you're going to stand in this bush. If they're standing in bushes and trees, their avoidance goes up, their defense goes up. All the good things.
I'm on it.
Now, I'm going to counter that with magic. Still can miss. It still absolutely can miss. But it's far less likely. Dedue is only 9. He does need to still level.
No.
Bernie and Sylvain have already leveled.
I'll go.
Felix needs to level, but I'm going to have him come this way and taunt. Ash needs to level.
Here
Annette
goes.
still needs to level. I don't really want her fighting that many. I'm going to have her stand there. You can see the enemy lines, like who you're agitating enemy-wise. Mercedes still needs to level,
I'll cut through.
but I'm going to allow her to stay exactly where she is at the moment. That's the safest square she could possibly be on, you know? Cool, Felix leveled. Alright, so that's one less that I need to get to 10. This is the last map to get them to 10 before I do the story chapter. Whereas that, again, they're all going to be able to respec into a new class, which is considerably stronger than the class that they're currently in. I don't want the enemies hiding in the trees too much, because that can get a little, problematic. Ooh, they just took Sylvain right out. I was afraid they would do that. It's alright. It's alright. Again, this is why I play on casual and not classic.
Not good.
He was already level 10, so I'm not overly irked. I probably will have Dimitri help here a little bit. She doesn't have a better way to do that, does she? Because I don't really like her being there either. Because right there is a caster.
Stay focused.
I didn't want to do it this way, but I will. Ooh, he dodged it. You dodging person. Alright, there's Felix. Oh, he already was done. Whoops. Alright, now she can get in there and maybe reap some havoc. I needed her closer to it, you know? Alright, he's not going to do too much damage to her, so that should be fine. Ingrid is actually 10, so I'm not overly worried about her either. I'm going to have him wait. I want one of these casters out of my way. Or at least heavily wounded. Alright, he's down. I could have him try to fight that bow user, but I'm not going to. Because that bow user's standing in a bush. The caster's now out of my way. He's now level 10. And now she, standing on her mystical magical square of love, can heal people. Of course, the person that I actually needed her to heal has died. So I'm just going to have her... You know what? I'm going to have her... Nah, she can't move far enough. Alright, yeah, I guess I'll just have her heal then. Psychic.
So,
Yay! Alright, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I don't recommend attacking Ingrid head on. She's very violent. So, like, the forest provides a lot of protection and whatnot, but at the cost of that protection is that you can't move very fast in it.
my thanks.
You can't move very fast, so you're going to spend more turns in the forest trying to just navigate through it than you would walking around. But you have a much higher chance of not taking damage. I wonder if her smash would be enough to... It would. Perfect. Cool. He's down, she's 10. Oh yeah. She grumbles a lot. It's fine. Yes, I see you coming through the forest. Let's have a chit-chat, you and I. She's already 10. He's only got 13 health left anyway. Yeah, this game's a big thing of, you know, you need to pay attention to your surroundings, and when you do, the game will reward you for doing such. Is everyone 10? Mercedes is still 9. Mercedes is the only one who is not level 10. Cool. I can stop playing around with this then. I'm a little surprised that person lived. Nope. That person didn't live. I was surprised for nothing. Oh yeah. Hey buddy. Everyone loves a good Pauly Shore impression.
Saw that coming.
Jeez, Dimitri's just gonna be able to skip his next rank and just go right to the end.
Predictable.
And Beleth with the counter kill.
We must.
Wow, that was a nice upgrade. Alright, so as much as I don't want them going directly through the forest because it does take longer, at this point, why not? I want Annette to get some healing out of this. I do still need Mercedes to get something out of this, but she's so close that it's going to happen by the end of it anyway, even if she doesn't actually fight and just heals. She's still going to likely obtain her level. I'ma hide in this bush. I'ma hide in this bush. Oh yeah. Like, I'm taking this one very strategically because this is one of the DLC levels. They were made to be a little harder. They were obviously made to be done at a higher level. Like, these were really all made for New Game Plus, which is what I'm in, so that part's not an issue. But they want you to be strategic in these. And if you're not strategic, you're going to have a rough time of it. Like here, I can use his Gambit, provided this actually hits, which it has a 90% chance of doing. It'll make the second person there unable to move for the next turn. The third won't be affected because of this one, and the first one will be dead, but still, it prevents that one from moving. It also prevents them from countering. Not counting, mind you, they can still count just fine, but... Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yep, that one hurt. Like, you can see it in their damage too, they do a lot of damage. There we go. The casters, especially in the early stages, the casters are no joke. Luckily, she can hit Dedue from here, so he will likely live just fine. And she hit level 10, so my actual goal here has been accomplished. Everything else is just icing on the proverbial cake. Cake. I want cake. Alright, so... they're all coming to me, but I really don't want them getting overly close. I don't want them getting overly entrenched in these woods, or else it'll also make it more difficult on my side. Oh, he can actually hit someone? It's only a 72% chance, but sweet! Go Ash with your shooting of things. Yeah, I find it interesting. The voice actors that did this game, a lot of them got like really into it. Especially the one that did Claude and the one that did Seteth. They've just been doing random other bits and just voicing like memes and stuff for this game. It's been wonderful. There's one in particular about Seteth and Flame being trapped in a McDonald's play area. And it actually got voiced by them, and I find it hilarious. Alright, so he's down. Let's see how lucky I get here. Okay, I got lucky enough there. Annette? Murder him. Ooh, 49% chance. That's at least a 69% chance. It's at least better. Blith's percent's just higher by nature. Now, granted, because of all the renown and stuff I have, due to the number of times I've gone through this, Blith's abilities are far superior to what they normally would be at this point. Like, most of his stuff is already S rank.
Nice try.
Someone remind me after this map, I'm going to need to buy some weapons because I am breaking everything. He's pretty low on the health. I'm going to let someone else finish this one off. There we go. Go, Bernie. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go, Bernie. Bernadetta just murders everything. It's absolutely insane, and she gets an ability that's unique to her called Deadeye. It allows her to hit something 4 spaces away, which very few enemies actually have a response to that. Very few can counter from 4 spaces away.
Not so fast.
Most of the actual bosses can, but pretty much everyone else is like, we're out. Ooh, his bow broke. That's unfortunate, considering I don't think he has another one. How do I want to do this? I'm gonna do it this way. I don't think I even have Sword of Creator yet. Like, this is only chapter 3. I believe that I am, for the next story mission, I believe that I'm going to go after Lord Lonato, who is Lonato is Ash's adoptive father. It's kind of interesting because when you look at the stories for the all the routes up to the time skip are identical, with a couple differences here and there, and obviously story differences, but the actual maps and what you do overall are the same. There's not even a reason to move those up there. There is a reason for Mercedes, though. She can still at least heal Annette. There we go. And it's kind of interesting because, like, all the major people you fight and defeat on the way through are related to one of the Blue Lions. Lonato is related to Ash. The one after that is Miklum, who's related to... his bow broke, so I probably shouldn't use him. She can't get close enough to actually... Nah. Worth a try. Still gonna let her heal just to get the experience. Who's related to... Miklum's related to Sylvain. So it's like the Blue Lions just get all the bad luck. And then, of course, there's the post-time skip where certain events happen, but we're not going to be getting anywhere near there today, so I'm not going to state what those events are. Sweet! Alright, there's the 3 that we were allowed to do. Where is my paper? I found when playing this game, knowing exactly what you need for each of your characters to hit their master classes and the classes between is invaluable. I literally just write them down for each route. Because this game requires so much planning in certain fields, which I love about it. Yeah, I will always instruct manually. Always! So who's doing the group tasks? Alright, Annette and Ingrid are learning flight. Alright, so I can only do 3 of you right now. Alright. So, Ingrid, you need... Where did I put you? Need to fix your Microsoft account? No. Alright, Ingrid. She's going to be my Pegasus Master, so she needs flying and lance. Her lance is already at a C, her flying's already at a C. I'm going to go with lance for right now. She needs both. I don't particularly go better at either of them.
I-
But she's going to be able to fly very soon. She will probably be my first flying unit. He's a War Master because he's set up for it so beautifully. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, give him heavy armor because he's going to be great with heavy armor. And he is. He's fantastic with heavy armor. Unless you want to put him in a mastery class. Because every mastery class, the only mastery class that uses heavy armor, requires riding. And his riding skill is terrible. Alright, so he's doing well on his own with axes, because I believe that's what I have him with. Ironically enough, I find fists are better later than axes, but for pre-time skip, axes are better. And Dimitri just rocks everything. I'm making him learn some riding because I haven't decided if I'm going to give him a mastery class other than the one that he gets, other than his unique class. But if I do, it would be, it would require riding. So I want him to have that availability. Begin lecture.
Professor.
No, you're going to say exactly as the class that... No! I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I'm going to have to change that back.
Here's the result.
It's nice that they go, hey, you know, this character would be good like this. Do you want to change him to this? The problem is, of course,
I got it.
I don't want to change them. I set them up very meticulously. It's Edelgard's... No, she gets no flowers. She's a bad person who does bad things. Alright, so I have one intermediate seal. I need a bunch more of those. But before I do any of that, I need to change him back to what I had him as, which was bow, and I need him getting riding and lance, so I'm going to give him lance first. Right, that was it. He's building lance. I'm going to give him that because I'm making him a bow knight. He works really well as a bow knight. Alright, so I've got some supports. I go through and activate these, but because they're not Beleth supports, I will be skipping them. I'm activating them so they get the in-battle bonuses, but there's so many of them that, frankly, we'd be here for hours if we watched all of them. Like, hours and hours. I do watch all of the Beleth ones, though. My plan for S supporting at the moment is I'm planning on S supporting Annette. I've S supported a bunch of others already. I've already done Bernadetta. But I want to go with Annette this time. And I don't do the same S support multiple times because you can rewatch them from the main menu. So there's not really a point in doing them duplicatively. Welcome back from outer space. That's not what I meant to do. How are you this evening, Artie? Alright, so there's that. I need, first out, the marketplace. Armory. Let's go ahead and sell everything that broke. You don't need a bow. That sword is almost broke. Plus you can use steel now anyway. That is broke. You don't need it. Always sell the bullion. Your iron axe has 1 point of health left. Your sword's an iron sword. I don't really need you to have that. Your bow did break. You do have a steel bow. Great. We're going to sell that bullion. That broke. I probably should get you 2 steel lances. You don't need a weapon. Training axe? Really? Training axe? You've been good? Wonderful. I is good. I just got this capture card today. I watched the stream that I did earlier with Hit, and I felt as though it came through quite well, so I'm very pleased with it. Which is good, because it was kind of expensive. Alright, so now I need... Beleth needs a sword. I can actually get him a silver sword already. but for the sake of money, we're gonna go with steel. You need another steel lance. You need another steel axe. I always keep them with one spare weapon at full power, because frankly, they go through a lot of weapons in this game. And that way I don't run out in the middle of a big important fight. You need a steel lance. His lance is at C. What am I making him? Sylvain. Oh, I'm making him a Dark Knight in this one. Okay. So he's gonna need lance all the way through. But I would almost be better swapping him to magic now. Let him learn the magics. You don't use a weapon. You need another steel axe. You need another lance. It's called a lance. If you don't get that joke, I'm very sorry. Steel bow. Alright, and now I need the item shop. So I can buy on anybody. Intermediate seals. I've got 1. I need 9 more. Cool, there's those. And all my money. Alright, let's see if we can get some certifications cleared. I'm going to save before I do this. They made it so it's difficult to save scrub certifications. Because it's already predetermined by the time the week has started. Alright, so I can do anything with Beleth at the moment. It's really irrelevant what I do with him. What is he now? Oh, okay. So, I can do pretty much anything with him at the moment. I could even make him an archer if I really wanted to. The only reason I even gave him bow is because I was recruiting Bernie. I could make him a mage, I could make him a priest. And it's honestly somewhat tempting to make him a priest, just to get someone else who can heal. But he doesn't get any distance healing. So I'm going to actually allow him to be a mercenary, because that's what he kind of is anyway. Yeah, we know you passed. The downside is he still can't use magic, but that'll correct itself soon enough. Same with Dimitri. Dimitri's going to be a riding unit now, which is great. It's going to also allow him to increase his riding. So that just increases his mobility greatly. And it's I found it very interesting the first time that his unique class does not have him riding. It just seems logical that it would. Brigand. Like, they should all pass these without too much of an issue. It's not until later that it becomes more touch and go. I love it. We're going to give him a token magic point. He is never going to use magic, but we're going to give him a token magic point. Because I allowed the other one to be a mercenary, I'm going to allow him to be a thief. Like, it doesn't do a ton, but why not? Felix as a mortal savant is just, he's awesome. His mobility's not great because he walks. He doesn't ride anything, but his abilities in both magic and stabbing things is fantastic. It's already 8 o'clock. Yeah, we'll change to that certified class. Alright, Sylvain. So, here's where I need to make some decisions, because, you know, I need his horseback riding to go up, but I also need his reason to go up. I need his reason to go up more than I need his horseback riding to go up. What I might do is I might skip his for now, wait until I can come back after the next training with him, and then do it, and put him as a caster for a while. She's going to be a priest. She's eventually going to be a Grimoire, which does both light and dark magic, or reason and faith magic, depending on how you look at it in this game.
I'm so
But with Sylvain, it's a little different because I want him to be a Dark Knight, which is very, very powerful, but... Alright, so... You can't be a Pegasus Knight. She could be a mage. Alright, so... With you... Annette. She actually needs Lance to get to a C. Interesting. She needs Lance at C, Axe at A, and Flying at A. So what is she at? I don't want to be looking at her incorrectly here. Her Lance is only at an E. It's going to take a while to get that up. Her Flying is only at a C. For right now, she's going to just be a Brigand. I can always buy another intermediate seal and switch her. Though by the time she's gotten to that point, yeah, she'll likely be ready for the next level anyway. My first flying unit. Yay! Pegasus Knight. Pegasus Knights are incredibly weak to bows, but they're very powerful against magic. They're very resistant to it. They've got a lot of mobility, and they can hit and run, which is kind of a cool thing. Bernadette, not even a question. Just shoot him in the face. I might have actually gotten a couple extra seals. Oh well. That's fine. I don't plan on recruiting anyone else, but, well, I'm gonna get Flayn sooner than later. I haven't done Sylvain's, because I'm gonna wait to see if I can get his reason up high enough. So, today we are going to explore, because I want to get everyone some munchies. No. I've been playing a lot of Dragon Quest
okay.
11, and, well, the controls are
Right.
in slightly different places. I was trying to use the controls there to run here, and it just didn't work, because of course it didn't work through different games. But, oh. Well, I should go talk to the namesake of the stream before I actually, do any of this. Now, this isn't the first time in the month, so I've already done all the quests and all that for this month.
What?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Best character ever.
Have you talked with Catherine yet? Oh, and that relic of hers. I hear it's...
I love the gatekeeper. He's not recruitable, he's not romanceable, there's nothing you can do with him, but he's just awesome. Alright, so today's special. Okay, well, these two like it. Cool. You two, have food. I need to get Sylvain in there, and I need to get,
That looks appetizing.
I believe, Annette in there as well.
I appreciate.
I'm going to obviously get as many as I can. My professor level's maxed, so it's not like it's really overly relevant. Alright, cool. There's Sylvain and Annette, actually. That works.
Yeah.
By doing what I'm doing now, I'm increasing their happiness meters, which means I can throw more points into them, basically. We'll do those two. Like, Mercedes builds herself, because she only needs 2 skills.
This looks...
So I just have her goals set to those 2 skills, so she, by default, levels those without my intervention. Claude. That'll do. Dedue and Mercedes. I could be doing this with Flayn and Seteth now too, but
I like...
This is my.
it wouldn't do much. It would increase my ranking with them, but that would be about it. All right, you're obviously gonna go talk to Ingrid, so you just do that. Grant. All right. So where do I need to go to talk to you people? Oh, you're gonna make me teleport, aren't you? Sometimes you have to teleport for them to appear on the map. And the one's now down by the dining hall.
Hello.
One's by the dining hall, the other's by the amiibo scanamajig. I personally don't do amiibos. I think they're
That's so.
kind of a little expensive for what they are.
You think I'd cheat? On you, baby? Never. Come on. You should know me better than that. You're the only one for me. I swear. Hey, if you don't believe me, well... Oh, I get it. If I'm not your type, do you want me to introduce you to some other guys who have crests? They're all nobles, just like me.
What? That isn't why I'm... You're worse than I thought.
I just want you to be happy. You know, get what you're after. I hate seeing a girl cry, especially one as beautiful as you. So, you know, maybe we... So, Professor, do you enjoy spying on... You look like you've got something to say, so say it.
You broke her heart.
Hey, that was between me and her, not you. But you know how it is. Most relationships, they end in heartbreak. Anyway, I don't know why she's so upset about me dating other girls. She didn't care before she found out, so why does she care now?
For anyone watching, do not take dating tips from Sylvain.
I really do hate seeing a girl cry.
The irony is, he's some of the best post-game dialogues. It's very interesting.
Believe whatever you want, but I'm honestly not sure if I can ever love again. Well, I figure the best way to mend a broken heart is to head out on the town. Why don't you join me? Who knows? Maybe you'll find love. I mean, I know I will. Calm down, it was only a joke. You've really got no sense of humor, you know that?
So like I said, tomorrow will probably be a little bit of Alliance Live. Some of that at least, and maybe some other things. We'll see. See what comes up. I'm kind of trying to get through some stuff before the middle of the week. Little Town Hero comes out, and I think that one's going to be really good too.
I'm so sorry, Professor. I somehow overslept and missed our training session. I didn't mean to cause you and the others so much trouble. Imagine if that had happened during one of our missions.
You need to rest more.
It's just, when I'm studying tactics, I lose track of time and... Oh, who am I kidding? I've always been like this. Before I came to the Officers Academy, I was a student at the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad. Even back then, I was pulling all-nighters well before the exams. And I never even noticed I was harming myself. I'm just too focused on my goal. I know I've already told you this, but I really love to learn new things. It's a passion of sorts. I first realized I had the learning bug when I was about 4 or 5 years old. My father was so happy to see me using magic. Seeing him happy made me happy too. And that made me want to work even harder. If only things could have stayed like that. When I was about 13, my father left home. He was a devout man, so I figured he'd gone to the monastery. That's why I went to the School of Sorcery, so that I could eventually get accepted at the Officers Academy. I studied harder than ever, and sure enough, I finally earned a referral. Unfortunately, my passion for learning became more of an obsession. I got so focused, I kind of forgot how to relax. Feels like I've been running in circles ever since. No way! Still, I guess I'm doing something wrong if I'm working so hard I can't even work hard anymore. Okay, it's decided. From now on, I'll try my best not to try my best. Yay! With you on my side, I'm sure I'll succeed. From now on,
They all
if you
seem
see
so
me
happy.
going overboard, just let me know. I'm a new woman after all.
Right. Alright, so there's that. I'm gonna try my best not to try my best. It's about time you got here, Hit. I am very disappointed. How are you doing, bud? Did your stream end well? Or is it still going? You're still streaming. Nice. Instruct manually. Alright, instruct. I have specific people that I need to do specific things to. You are one of them.
I thought that... Alright.
Alright, cool. He should now be able to become a dark mage.
I didn't know I could...
And in doing that,
Wow.
I can
I thought this
now go ahead and allow him to get his certification. Now, there was someone else who I needed a spear with. Was it you, Ash? It was Ash. Perfect. Those little stars on the side mean that that's what is called a budding talent. It means they're not good at it yet. They might even be terrible at it. But if you train them enough, those 3 stars will fill up just as they did here. And that person then not only gets a unique ability in that skill set, they also become strong in that skill set, even if they were bad at it previously. So, it's very worth doing. Alright, so, Annette, you do need lances. You need lances to, see.
Yes!
So I'm gonna need you to be learning that. We're gonna have that just going through. Cool. Ingrid, you're learning everything you need already. You do not need my assistance. Bernadetta, you do. Your lance is almost at C. Your bow is obviously high enough as it is. You have a budding talent as well. So I'm gonna need to pamper that a little bit. Perfect, she got one of her stars. Ingrid, you don't need anything. Felix, did I already get yours? No. Yeah, so Felix is a great example. His is actually a negative at the moment.
Of course,
But when I get the final star, it'll become a positive.
I can do.
There it is. And that's what makes him such a good mortal savant. Dedue's doing fine on his own. So it's really between Ingrid and Mercedes. Mercedes is advancing nicely. Ingrid's actually advancing nicely. So I am going to use Dedue a little bit here, because I do need to get this skill up with him.
No.
Cool. That now got up to a C. And then, I guess, Ingrid. I'm going to work on her flying, I guess. Because the sooner I get that done, the sooner I can schedule different group tasks. And I've got plenty of people who could benefit from those group tasks. Alright, so those are all the ones that I can do. And begin lecture.
Professor.
No, you're going to stay exactly as I have you. As I put a lot of time and effort into that. Okay, and apparently Felix wants to have an S support.
thought I heard
Or not
someone.
S support, but...
Are you here to train? Care to train with me? Waving the sword around alone is boring. And I'm tired of crossing swords with worthless opponents. But you seem like a worthy adversary. I've always been interested in your technique. You learned from the former captain of the Knights of Seros, and traveled Fodlan fighting as a mercenary. Good sparring partners like you don't grow on trees.
Yes,
But
we
know
do.
that I will beat you, and I will surpass your strength.
I probably don't even have a raid notification. So, if someone raided, yay! Thank you for the raid! I should probably set that one up.
Why?
Yay! Thank you for the raid!
I never really thought about that. I learned to thrust a sword before I learned to write my name. Of course, my upbringing wasn't unique. That's how it is for all children in my country. You're no use if you
Yeah,
can't
I'll set
sword,
that one up. I've got the other
however
ones up and
mighty or
working.
oppressed may
I
be.
don't think I ever did a thing for that one.
It was the perfect environment for me. I could live free of stodgy values and virtues. Grow strong so you may live, and live to grow stronger. That's what I was taught.
Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun!
Now I'm intrigued by your fighting style.
So, did you
and
beat the
by who
Ganonin?
You really are. But that's enough idle chatter. My mind is emptied of all but...
Did you win? I must know!
This should be
Sweet!
It's all coming together.
Searching for memories to get the real ending after I beat him again. You're just getting ready for the new one.
It's all coming together.
You're just
Have I
getting ready for
started
the
to
new
master
one.
this?
Oh, good. Did he get to? He got to D. All right. All right. You want the full story, and I don't blame you because the story isn't bad. I don't like who they gave Zelda for a voice actress. It doesn't fit her. And I don't like that she's kind of like all sundry in that game. All right, so Sylvain. Sylvain's going to be a mage for a while because I need him to bolster that dark magic. Boom. Magey Widgy.
Huh.
Yes, you are now a mage. And then Annette still can't change to that, so alright. Yeah, we're good. We're good. That's all I really needed out of that menu. So I guess we're gonna save and we'll go ahead and do the Lonato bit. So I can have them do any number of things here. I'm actually gonna have them do a seminar. Alright, bud, I'm gonna go take a shower, then get my wife from work, and I'll text you after I get back and see what you're doing. Maybe some more Mario or something. Alright, that's cool. I'm probably gonna do this bit in the game, and then I'll probably stop streaming for the night. But I can happily do something with you maybe off stream. Alright, so I can do... That would give those two bow, and those three... Yeah, that's not a bad choice.
I can do better now.
This isn't so hard. I think I got it.
Sweet, she got Deadeye. Perfect. Probably be about 2 hours before I'm ready anyway, but sounds good. If not tomorrow then, since you and me have vacation time, LOL. Yeah, I'll still be up in 2 hours and stuff, that's fine. I might have to charge my controller by then. Alright, so we're gonna go do a mission. Peace out, Girl Scout. Alright, so we're gonna do the mission. It's gonna be great and full of mission-y goodness. Dun dun dun!
I have to say, it's a real honor to accompany such a brave and distinguished knight. None other than Catherine, wielder of Thunderbrand.
I'm gonna let this auto go for just a moment. I'll be right back.
You mean you don't know?
Mic
My weapon is
off.
called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long, long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. It's an honor to wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today. Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
Why would Lenato incite such a reckless rebellion?
You should know more about that than any of us, Ash.
Well, I don't. Lenato never mentioned anything of the like to me.
He probably didn't want you getting caught up in his own personal vendetta.
Mic on.
And I'm back.
I'm Lenato's adopted son. He raised me as though I were his own blood. He was always so kind. I don't understand. I guess it has to do with Kristoff.
How much do you know about the tragedy of Dusker, Professor? It's when the king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus was murdered by the people of Dusker. It happened about 4 years ago.
Yeah, none of the blue lines have a happy childhood. Like, and those that did are getting it, like, shattered through the pre-time skip.
It's okay, Catherine. Please, go on.
Dimitri's a prince of, Fargus, and the son of the king that she just referred to, who was, murdered.
Right. Well, Lord Lenato's son, Kristoff, was accused of being involved in that whole awful affair. He was executed by the church. Speaking from the church's perspective, we simply passed judgment according to our doctrine in place of the kingdom, which was in complete chaos. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lenato has harbored resentment toward the church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the church. It's also against the one who turned Kristoff over to them.
Which was her.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided. Their numbers are far greater than we predicted. They used the fog to slip past the night.
It looks like our mission just changed, Professor. Everyone, prepare for battle!
This should be basically a slaughter. I'm double their level at a minimum. This is a level 5 mission. The lowest person on my team is 10. The highest, I believe, is 13. Boinky, 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 boinky. I love the loading screens. Boink. Alright. Yes. I'll replenish my battalions, thanks. This should be a silly easy fight. Units, I got everybody. I have 0 people adjunct because I learned quite quickly that you don't want to recruit too many people for actual combat purposes. Like, recruit as many as you want for just people that you don't want to fight. Like, honestly, recruiting Petra, great example.
It's impossible to tell where the enemy... The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down any...
Alright, let's do this.
Shouting from within the fog. It seems the knights are already battling.
Like I said, this should be super
Proceed
easy.
with caution. Wait.
Yes, yes. There's only like one low visibility map in this game, and it's this one. I have him waiting out way further than I normally would, only because it takes a lot to damage him.
Stay focused.
Same with Beleth. It's just, they're safe. But like, I can already see an enemy there.
What should I do?
Oh, you got lucky.
I'll go.
Oh no. Here goes.
Yeah, some of them I won't throw out as needlessly.
I'm on it.
Oh right, I gotta remember he's a mage now.
Ready.
I'm not used to him being a mage. I don't normally make him do that, but not right away. But it's just, it's the simplest way to level up the reason magic now that I've got it unlocked as a budding talent.
You think we're just gonna do nothing while you try to kill our lord?
Yes.
Why, Lenato? Why did you drag so many others into this?
Heh. Catherine's people can handle themselves. I really don't need to babysit them. And frankly, I see no reason to. Nah. How dare you shoot me back? Alright, there we go. There's a mage that I can kill that's right there. If I kill him, the fog goes away. Now this forest covering does not work on flying units.
I needed that.
It doesn't. They regardless of what terrain they're over, they don't gain weakness or strength from it. The advantage that gives them though is
I won't let you in.
they also don't take damage from things like poison on the ground or lava. They can pass over those unscathed, which is incredibly useful. Weakling.
Lord Lenato, please don't die.
I wish they would have used a different skin for him, because he looks like one of the guards from Saros,
I
and
am
he's not.
sorry. But did you really think you would get away with this?
Meh.
Predictable.
Yeah, and again, archers are like her nemesis. Nemesis handled. Alright, so first out, let's have Mercedes. Actually. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Assist, heal. There we go. I don't want her to take too much damage. Again, Pegasus Knight's very strong against magic. And now the fog is gone. I have a face! Hello, my turtly friend!
It's you. Thunderstrike Cassandra. It was your wretched zealotry that killed my son.
The only name I answer to is Catherine. Prepare to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a Knight of Theros!
Dun dun dun! How are you doing tonight, my turtly friend?
The fog is cleared. There's nothing left to hide you or the filthy Central Church from the judgment of the goddess.
The downside in this one, a thing that they took out that a lot of people were angry about, is the weapon triangle is gone. So, like, in previous games, you know, an axe was good against a bow, and a bow was good against a lance, and a lance was good against... That's gone. But I still think they did this really well. Like, that's no longer there. That did take away a level of complexity. But this is still an incredibly fun game that's still very tactical. I keep looking at this computer because it's got my chat on it instead of the camera. Alright, so that happened. And I want to run away from anyone who has a bow. Felix can come up here and stab-a-dab him. Ooh, he missed. Yeah, with enough strength it is easy to forget. Now, I've only played 2 other true Fire Emblem games. I played Shadows of Valentia, which a lot of people didn't like, and I absolutely loved. I consider those people wrong. And Awakening, which is the one with Lucina and a lot of time travel. I thoroughly enjoyed those games. So, you know, the triangle was easy to pass up. Obviously it was useful, but you would get some troops that were just so beyond overpowered that it was irrelevant. Pretty much, yeah. They all have some level of backstory. It's to what depth is that? And to some, it's actually to quite a long depth. Right. Pony power! I guess Beletha's just gonna come up here and swat this dude in the face. Bye! Trying to keep any bow users away from my Pegasus Knight. Because as powerful as she is, bows are still bad for her. Like you can see, Dimitri's disturbingly overpowered. I mean, you've got the support system in this. Now, in all fairness, this is my 6th time through this one. But, you've got the support system in this, but the only thing that an S support truly does in this game is your S support is the person that your character marries. Your S support is just who your character marries. Now, they do have some level of battle use, but it's not like that one is. I do want Ash to shoot Lonato at one point because Lonato, there might be some special dialogue there. You do not. This game does not have any breeding. I know a lot of the older Fire Emblems did. This one, you don't actually marry the person until the very end of the game. So there's no time for breeding. She's going to go up there. He's going to go hide in this tree and stab this dude. That wasn't a dude. That was a dudette. You don't actually ever have a battle after they've married. So, no. Like, it's literally the final thing in the game is them getting hitched. You choose who it is directly before the final battle, but you don't even get the S support scene before that. Ooh, he didn't do badly at that. The point is just for the story purpose. To go, oh, okay, well, I wanted my special character to marry this person. And you can activate their S rank in a later game. Like, I could activate any number of S ranks in this game, which give stat bonuses when the characters are close to each other in battle. But it doesn't actually have the canon at that point of them being married or anything. Wasn't really going to have her attack, but why not? No one needs healing. Alright, so again, I want Ash to advance. Nice. Right. And that's basically what S supporting does in this.
Saw that coming.
Now, keep in mind, when you're watching this fight's supposed to be done at level 5. As you just saw, Dimitri just hit 13. Like, I'm a wee bit high for it. I kind of did it accidentally, but I mean, this is my 6th path through the game. You know, I've beaten each of the 4 paths for the game, and I've done another one completely, and then this is the 6th attempt. So, I get a lot of New Game Plus bonuses and whatnot. I don't do permadeath either. I play as casual. It keeps the difficulty exactly the same, it's just less frustrating. Ooh, no damage. I don't like that. No, no, no. Fine. You don't want to take damage? See how you don't take damage against this. Some people say it's harder. I just find it to be more frustrating, so I don't do it. But, I mean, the actual combat is exactly the same.
So,
now, there's other difficulty modes. And those can also be done in classic or casual. Yeah, you can stay right in your little hut up there, dude. Actually, that's where I'm going to end that one. I normally keep everyone alive anyway, but still, it's, you know, I don't want to have to deal with it, especially on the final map, going, oh, well, I've worked so hard to keep everyone alive, and now, oh, no.
Stand down, Ash. I must destroy these evildoers by any means necessary.
Please surrender, Lenato. Whatever your reasons for doing this, we can still talk it out.
Rhea is an infidel who has deceived the people and desecrated the goddess. We have virtue and the goddess herself on our side.
Even if all that's true, dragging the townsfolk into it like this isn't right.
Enough. If that is how you feel, prepare yourself. I'm putting an end to this.
I wanted to see that particular dialogue because Ash is Lenato's son. Right? Yeah, it's like, or it's a map that you haven't done before, and it's like, oh, well, now, you know, these 5 billion people are going to come out of nowhere surrounding this one unit for no particular reason.
I apologize, Your Highness.
Lenato, I sympathize with... I have no wish to kill you.
Your Highness, I cannot stop here. For my child, if you will not stand aside...
Like, the person I'm fighting now, Lenato, he's... there's a reason that he's fighting, and it's a solid reason. You know, you feel bad killing it.
Deceived by that witch. I will...
Alright, let's see if Felix can end this. There we go.
That vile woman. Kristoff.
Gotta catch 'em all!
Lenato,
I never thought I'd see Lenato meet this fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
Yay! Like, I could have easily done that map faster, but I just didn't see a reason to. I pretty much body rolled it anyway. Wee! Woo.
Why did this happen? Lenato was always such a kind man. Everyone in the village was so nice to me, and I killed them. I killed them all.
I kind of feel bad for Ash here.
I had to. I know I had to. I know that, but still, what does that
Don't
make
do
me?
drugs.
Please, don't beat yourself up, Ash. We did what had to be done.
I'm sorry. I'm going to check on the town. I hope my brother and sister are okay.
That
Oh, and how do you explain that to
was
the
my first
siblings?
time killing civilians too. Those who I'm sent to protect.
By the way, I will be playing the new Pokemon game on stream when it comes out.
Are you insane? Those weren't knights or soldiers, but fathers and sons. We shouldn't have killed them. We should have found another way.
Well, the blonde dude on screen now, Dimitri, is the prince, and he does a complete 180 in this game and goes from being, we shouldn't be killing people, to murder everything.
I'm sorry. It's not fair for me to blame you for the circumstance. I know that if we hadn't done what we did, even more civilian lives would have been lost.
Drugs are bad, okay?
At least my mind understands that, but my heart... Professor, those in power, no matter the era, always claim they fight for a just cause, that they take life to protect it. But is it truly okay to take any life you please?
I have no
In
idea. I
service of
don't
some
watch it.
implacable, just
I saw
cause?
it back when I was in high school over a decade ago. Yeah, I don't care for it myself. It's not something I watch. I've seen a few of them, but it's been a very long time.
Lord Lenato didn't take up arms out of a lust for power. He simply believed his cause to be just. Who's to say it wasn't? Maybe we didn't have to cut him down like that. Maybe we could have reached a mutual understanding, found a path of peace. I have to believe that. Perhaps the notion sounds laughable to you. Mere lip service to naive ideals. But I can't believe otherwise.
Sorry to intrude, but this incident may be... I found this on Lord Lenato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect. But the content is too disturbing to ignore.
Even without the writing being lazy, and I agree with you, the animation style to me is terrible. I hate the animation style of it.
We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
I mean, I get it. I'm a little picky. I watch a lot of anime. But still.
I am glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped. There is no need for modesty. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
You know, and I agree with that. I've found actually a lot of animes, though, are really short.
The secret message that was in Lord Lenato's possession.
Purella Madoka Magica is 13 episodes. And it's actually really good.
To target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth.
Okay, yeah, One Piece goes on forever. And it was, I believe, 2 years ago that the actual author of One Piece, Musashi something or other, stated, hey, I'm only about 60% of the way done with the show. And I went, dude, you're over 1,000 episodes already.
The plan seems unrealistic at best, but a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance.
What always bugged me is, Bleach is one of my favorite animes. Bleach and Clannad are my favorite 2 anime. I was watching Bleach when it was coming out weekly showing on Cartoon Network.
To that end, I would like
and
you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
Right. And I was watching how slow it was coming out, because it was only 1 a week on the American TV in English. And then I'm like, how far behind are we from the Japanese? And I figured it out. It was like 3 years worth of episodes behind. I'm like, nope, I'm just watching this in Japanese and binging it.
To the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the knights will be on high alert as well.
I'm actually debating doing a stream at one point that is just a chatting stream where I just talk about anime.
This situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught. Still, be on your guard.
Have you ever seen Full Metal Alchemist? We're skipping that. There we go. All of it. All of it. All of it. All of it. Perfect. I love FMA. You know, and I can't even decide which one I like better, FMA or FMA Brotherhood. Because they both diverge so heavily. Like, episode 1 is the same for both of them. Then everything else is different. Like, Brotherhood followed the, Sure.
Thanks.
Brotherhood followed, well, Brotherhood followed the actual manga. The original FMA anime did not follow the manga.
So, our task for this moon is to patrol and guard the monastery, to help put a stop to that assassination plot.
It did, though,
Their hands full protecting Lady
I would
Rhea.
have liked them to elaborate a bit more on Rose at the end, because she was clearly there waiting for Edward, but they hadn't had much interaction aside from the one bit, and it's like, okay, so you're waiting for Edward, you seem like you're in love with Edward, huh? When did that happen?
Please, elaborate. Why would Lord Lonato be carrying around a secret note?
I mean, it kind of makes sense that their mother was Lust, only because they tried to bring their mother back from the dead and in doing so created Lust, but yeah.
Maybe they're after the treasure vault. There's also lots of valuable stuff in the
Yeah,
library.
there's a lot of weirdness to it.
True. The monastery undoubtedly houses many weapons that rival even the hero's relics.
And then Conqueror of Shambhala, the movie that came directly after it, got really dark in a couple spots.
My spare time.
You mean to say we should search the monastery, try to find what the enemy is truly after?
Yeah,
Yes.
and I agree. The thing is, they went, okay, this is going to be 52 episodes, exactly 52 episodes, and we're not going to elaborate anything at the end. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. There we
A
go.
secret meeting, Professor? Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Hi, Shamir!
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seros, and this young man here is...
I work for Lady Rhea.
I'm going to start watching Cowboy Bebop again, too. Love me some 90s anime.
Yep, she's teaching me about the bow and the sword and all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea.
It's a sword. The pointy end goes into the other guy.
From Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything...
Oh, Tortoise. I may end up doing a Tales of Zestiria stream at some point, too. I've been kind of itching to play that again. It's like, okay, we got everyone gripped in our story. We could wait and see what happens. Next. No, we are the captain now! This is the last stretch. That's not untrue. Any supports that I really care about right now? Now I'm just gonna clear them out then. And bloop. And bloop.
Okay, well,
And bloop.
today's dinner is steak and then a cake that's yummy yum. Now it's time to fill my tummy tum.
Correct. Like, Tales games, I love Tales. I'm pretty sure you're aware of that. You don't need 80 hours in the first run, but man, it's fun. Tales is better the second or third time through. Because in New Game Plus, you can go through and get like double XP or double gold or both. And things like that, which kind of help with it. And some things you can't even do until New Game Plus in almost every game. I'm kind of hoping that at the Tales of Grace's anniversary, which is coming up very soon, I'm hoping that they're going to announce a port of it. Because Tales of Grace's F is an amazing game. I gotta say, I am very pleased with how this whole thing has come together and how it's going. This capture card it was expensive, but man, it seems to do the trick. The Razor Ripsaw wasn't supported anymore, so I ended up having to go with a different thing. Right? I get that because, like, I like Tales of Berseria a lot, but there are some things in it. The biggest thing that annoys me with Berseria is every other conversation is about nautical themes. Oh, your life is a rudder, and oh, scurvy. It's like, alright, we get it. You're pirates. You could tone it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Right. And I'm enjoying One Piece from what I've seen of it. There's a lot of plot armor in it, but not as much as in certain other animes. Fairy Tail has way too much plot armor. One Piece has quite a bit of it, but they're gripping stories. They're I started a new story, well, now I'm going to binge watch until this arc is done. But on that note, guys, I think I'm going to call it for the evening. I am getting sleepy. Tortle? Tortoise, thank you for coming out and watching. Everyone who is watching, thank you for coming out and watching and supporting. I'm really just doing this for fun. I'm not expecting anything to come out of it. So, if y'all want to watch when I'm on, awesome. Feel free to suggest stuff. I'm going to mostly be doing Switch and some PlayStation stuff. I'm probably not going to fall asleep right away, but I'm going to watch some Total Wipeout and just lay down and not do anything for a while. But I'm also on vacation for, 7 more days. So tomorrow I'm planning playing a little bit of Alliance Live, and whatever else happens to come my generalized direction. So I will catch y'all then. Have a great evening. Peace.